So apparently the comment section thinks I look like Mike Myers. Who is Mike Myers?
Who is Mike Myers? You'll know who Mike Myers is. Go to Google. And Google Mike Myers.
Okay. So is this Google.com?
Yeah. You know the one. Go to images and you'll recognize him because it's you.
One sec. I'm worried that he actually will look
Voice
like me,
Shrek.
or if it's going to be a... Okay. Mike Myers. So as it turns out, I can see it. I can see it. Right, with this haircut. Yeah. I'm kind of offended though, a little bit, because
comment and I was like, he actually does.
Some of these don't look all too. Oh, wait, so here's me. Here's Mike Myers. I don't know. Some of these aren't the most complimentary photos in the world, but you know, I'll take it. The one thing I do know about Mike Myers is, for some reason, when you play hide and seek, some people call it Mike Myers. Why is that?
It was from
Is he like a scary man that you want to hide from?
I'm not 100% sure. I used to call it Mike Myers back in Call of Duty 4 days.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't. It's like it was like a meme before memes existed.
Oh, you call it a meme?
Yeah. Hey, mate, whatever.
Anyway, that's the perfect intro for the Power Up podcast. Wait.
Oh no!
Every time.
Gotta play it.
It's on the screen. Okay. %10 more professional than last week because you can't see the Windows Movie Player around it. Anyway, welcome back to the Power Up podcast. This is a weekly podcast we run where we talk about video game news, technology news, and a bunch of other stuff, including Mike Myers sometimes, apparently. And today we have a variety of news stories. I'm not allowed to know any of them. Zono gave me the strict instructions that I could not, research any of the stories he had. He wanted to tell them to me live. So before we go into those, though, we do have the first big one because we're both pretty big into Minecraft. I hear there was an update. I
don't know.
I heard
I
something.
haven't really done much with it. I heard it came out, but I don't know. I just haven't really. Nobody seems to care about it.
Exactly right. Exactly. I keep getting people asking me if it's out. It's just like, maybe it's out. I don't know.
Saying that, I am actually getting a load of people saying when it's out on PlayStation. Is it not out on PlayStation yet or something?
It finally came out for PlayStation. Oh no, it's not out for the Vita. Vita owners, they got shafted.
Yeah, they got
shafted. And also the Wii U. It's not out, and it's not coming out to 2016.
Oh.
You figured it would have released because they were next to each other.
Yeah,
right?
I would have thought that it would have actually shipped with that update.
The really handy thing is every now and then someone will say something like, "This only happened with this update," and I can load up my Wii U, and because it's so outdated, now I can check the old update, the new update. In fact, I can. Because it's on the gamepad, I can show live. So, yeah, what have you been enjoying with the update, if you have been doing actually?
I've been messing around with slime blocks mostly, and with item frames.
Oh, yeah, and like pulling a comparator.
Yeah.
And doing
I've been messing around with ideas of that, making some slime block launchers. I've got a spaceship that I'm making, and I've got
spaceship.
Yeah, I'm building a spaceship as a let's build, and.
As in it's going to go upwards into the sky?
No. It's a static one, but it'll have like moving parts on it. And at the moment, I've got these rockets that, using slime blocks and pistons, double extend out, so it the rockets sort of come out of the ship, and it looks so sick.
I'm picturing this, and it looks really bad in my head. So you're going to need to. When it's done, I'm going to have to look at it and be like, that does look better than my head picture.
Oh man, it's getting. They're using the Mass Effect mashup pack. Wow.
Oh, is that what the image I saw by accident was? Yeah. Oh, I got a sneak peek, guys. Yeah. I get to see it before all of you. Ha 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 ha. Also, just as a little thing, here is Minecraft Wii U running TU30.
Look at that.
Also, okay, so people said that you only use the gamepad as a mirror of the TV. Technically speaking, you can use it as like a touchscreen if you want to press play game with your finger. It's really tricky because it's like a tiny screen, compared to my finger, but not entirily useless.
No.
I can slide this up and down.
Are they calling it TU30 on the Wii U? Or is it TU1?
So,
or
as an update historian, so they've changed the naming system so many times.
It's not
because
TU on Xbox One anyway. It's CU.
It's CU, and on the PlayStation it's 1.18 and 1.17. But they call it TU they called it TU for a long time because it's like the Xbox equivalent of TU. Yeah. And now they're going back to the PC system because it used to be PC, then it was TU, then it was TU-CU 1 point, and then everyone got confused. Then it went back to TU, and now it looks like they're going to start calling it the PC equivalent because if you check the Mojang posts and you check any big post, even a lot of the 4J guys are like, oh, check the 1.8.8 this. So I think this is officially the 1.8.8 update, but because lots of people get their news from YouTubies and stuff. YouTubies.
We still call it TUs.
Yeah, I think because most people played the Xbox 360 anyway, and on the 360 it is still TU31.
Yeah, and I think we'll always call it TU because it's just progression, isn't it?
Yeah, I think especially since if we don't follow the PC, that's gotta be a big thing. Anyway, yeah, that's the update. We're both excited. I really even the most basic of contraptions, I love just making like a missile or something and they'll be like, it's going by itself.
And there's so much because there's a very clever community for console Minecrafters that never really bothered with PC. So although slime blocks and stuff came out a long time ago on PC, and a lot of stuff has already been done, I've got a feeling that there's some really creative minds on the console edition that are going to make some stuff that the PC guys never thought of.
There are more console guys than PC guys. It's a fact.
There you go.
Yeah, I think that's got to be true. Like, I think there might be something amazing that comes out.
Because I think it's the first chance that we've had to actually create something that then gets built on the PC instead of us taking things that have already been built on PC and then bringing them to the console.
There is this golden 2-month window or whatever it is between when 1.9 comes out and while this is out, where it's just the same game.
Yeah.
Just minus like 8 features. Yeah. And it's kind of nice. Oh, one more thing I did do. So, I don't know if you even saw anything about this, but I was doing a live stream where it's like, I'm a race to see how fast I can kill an Elder Guardian. It was my first ever time. I thought it'd be fun to do it live in a stream. And I get my stone sword like 5 minutes in, and I'm like, I've got my torches, and one guy in the chat just goes, do it now! And I'm like, sure, I'll do it now. What do you think, chat? And like, by a slight majority, people are saying, do it. And I'm like, sigh. And I go in there with a stone sword, a stack of cobblestone and torches on hardcore. And I do it.
And you killed it.
It was the trickiest fight because you've got to give yourself air every few seconds, plus avoid his spikes and his laser beams, plus there are guardians slowing around. But I got lucky and I did.
I haven't actually explored a temple all that much. Is it the same as on PC that you get like the over your screen? Yeah.
Although, as far as I can tell, it's slightly easier to break blocks while you're affected by the fatigue.
Yes.
Like, you can do it even
have we had
between each
fatigue before this?
We have, but it was through modding only. So now it's officially in the game. Even then, though, like you can only get it through the Elder Guardian on those specific worlds. Even on Creative, on any other world, you can't do it. Like, you have to get him on a leash and fly him out there if you want to.
Does the Elder Guardian respawn?
Nope. There is 3 per ocean monument, and there is less than 1 ocean monument per world. So
when you're saying less than 1 per world, are you talking about 360 world, as in original map, or are you talking about large world?
No, 360 worlds. Well, I like to talk about 360 worlds because it's the one on most consoles, and most people on One and PS4 played Classic a lot anyway. Well,
because I've got a large world, and obviously I'm hoping that there is a temple somewhere.
So okay, I've checked about 100, maybe 150 seeds now. Maybe like 3 have come across of ocean monuments, so you probably have about a 50-50 chance in a large size world of finding one.
Yes.
It just comes down to if you find a deep ocean or not, really. Because if you have enough deep oceans, you'll find it.
I've found a few, but the trouble is I haven't actually, because I've just started this season up, I've only had no night vision potions, which makes it very hard to see them anyway.
You have no night vision potions?
It's new season.
This is... Oh, right, are you starting from scratch?
Yeah, from scratch, new season.
That's what I'm doing, actually. I'm doing it, like, in my existing world, a brand new world,
but just taking a few things over.
Well, I'm not taking anything over.
Oh, right.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to just have a brand new map. I craft a new one. I'm going to open a new part of the world. And it just means that when I'm done with the Let's Play, I can still have all the things there. And I can keep my old Let's Play. It's going to be great.
Pretty sick.
I can do it, like, 3 or 4 times and have each map be its eternal Let's Play.
Yeah.
and then plus the Nether will guide connect. There's some cool stuff I can do there. Pro tip for any of you out there that have a 360 world: when you expand to the one, try that yourself. I think it might be fun.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we'll
try and
find out.
guess where
Anyway,
it's
yeah,
going to be land and get it right, unlike Toycat did.
Oh. So yeah, I built this massive, like this cool little walkway, like a border point. I made a bunch of jokes about how I'm building a wall, and then it turns out it was meant to like connect to land. Nope, a giant ocean everywhere. So
It was
that's
so
great.
funny.
That's great.
So,
Yeah.
I've got 3
News.
topics here, okay?
Ooh.
First one is probably, for us, the most...
Wait. Can we start with number 3?
No.
Okay.
We can,
So-
but it'll change this to number 3.
Okay then. Okay.
It's probably the least interesting for us, but I still find it quite funny. So, a former NBA player called Rick Fox, basketball, yeah, NBA, has purchased
Spaceship.
a League of Legends team called Gravity.
I heard about that. Yep.
And he doesn't play League of Legends. In fact, he does not know really too much about the game and doesn't manage the team Gravity whatsoever. He just liked it and purchased it
So,
because he calls
so
gamers
did he watch a
athletes.
game? Did he watch a game then?
I have no. It doesn't say anything about that on the thing. It just says that
Because
he thinks that gamers are athletes and wanted to get involved, but has nothing to do with them. What's even funnier is this team, Gravity Gaming, didn't even qualify for the qualifiers of the 2015 League of Legends. So it's like,
Okay.
now I don't know. I don't want to offend Team Gravity here, but it's like they've bought.
all our Team Gravity listeners.
Yeah, for your Team Gravity. It's like they've bought the bottom of the division team.
I really okay. So I'm just I heard vaguely about this story, and my brain just interpreted it as rich man wants to make some money. He knows the sports game. He reckons the esports market is an underdeveloped version of that. Like, they're only just getting into the drug problems. So, if you just work out how to turn that into get the traditional sports market, turn it into esports, you can take a bottom of the league team, because every team is still so underdeveloped, and take it to the top pretty easily.
Yep.
I reckon it's an investment. I reckon he just
And
thinks,
it's
oh
fun
yeah,
as well. You're managing a real team, even though he doesn't seem to have anything to do with it. I just found that funny.
I think he's just throwing money at just.
Yeah.
But still, that is a pretty cool story. I like that just some random sports dudes like, yeah.
He's
Boy,
he's
League
not
of
even
Legends team.
current, or I don't know. I don't watch NBA, but it just says he's a former one. Like, I've never heard of him. I mean, I've heard of a few NBA players over my time, but I haven't heard of him. He might be.
Did you say Rick Fox?
Yeah.
He retired in 2004.
2004, so it was like 11 years ago that he stopped playing.
And he spent $1 million on
Yeah,
this team, apparently.
$1 million.
No matter how much money you have, $1 million is still a big
That's
deal.
a lot of
Jeez.
money, yeah.
And I imagine he's going to be investing a lot more, because this is a bad team. Like, sorry, Team Gravity listeners, sorry. This is a underperforming team.
Yeah,
And,
we can only go on what the news is telling us. So if you're a good team and you had a bad day, I'm sorry.
he's got. I reckon he's either really stupid or really smart. I don't think there's any middle ground. That's what I reckon. Do you agree?
I think he's just trying
He's not passionate,
trying
because he doesn't-
something. Yeah, he's not passionate about it. Like, he apparently sort of likes gaming, but I think he's just, why not? Let's give it a go. Maybe a
But it's
family
like if
member.
I
Maybe
was
he's
to
got
buy-
a son that is into gaming or into League of Legends, and his dad's gone, I'm going to buy the team. See if I can get my son into
But
this
his
team.
son wouldn't be into the Team Gravity, because if they're bottom of the division, then they're probably interested in whatever it is, Curse's team or whatever,
Yeah.
not Team Gravity. It's kind of the same thing as if I bought a sports team. I don't watch, let's say baseball. It doesn't even show here in the UK that I think of. I could probably do okay if I just throw money at it, but I mean, I think that's his plan. So
Well, that's what
stupid
Delia
or
Smith
smart
does with Norwich City, which is my local football team at Norwich. Delia Smith owns is partnered with Norwich City. Yeah, she puts in in fact, I think this year she actually done all right. She put in a few £1 million for us to buy some players, but she's usually there at most games. To be fair to her, she does support the team. But some years that we do bad, she just doesn't give us any money, and then now we're in the Premiership, she's now giving us more money.
So correct me if I'm wrong here, but is isn't football one of those things where it's like you usually don't make money? Like most of the time, it's a money sink.
Oh, what, like teams?
Yeah, like some teams, like the very top of the teams, might make a little bit of profit, but most teams make a loss.
Yeah, I probably agree
so many
because
customers.
the players probably take it all. If anything.
Yeah. I mean, they cost a lot, as from what I understand.
Oh yeah, you can
A lot of money.
millions of pounds a day. Some of them, it's nuts. But anyway.
Oh, just one more question, actually, just in case. Was Norwich City the team that was bought for £1 recently, or like a few years ago?
I don't think so.
Darn it! There was a football team bought for £1, and I was like, I would have bought that.
Yeah, it's like Woolworths was for sale for 50p when that went down.
Yeah, because there's so many.
Oh yeah, you'd buy it for 50p, but you'd end up with like £50 million debt.
It's basically cost negative money. Yeah. But yeah, so next little exciting little tidbit that I can't know about.
A Siberian gamer is suing Fallout 4.
Okay.
He's suing them for an amount of 500,000 rubles, which equates to $7,000 or about £4,500. Because he says he did not know the game would become so addictive, and he's lost his wife and his job because he can't stop playing it.
See, now, I always hear these stories and I think, do they think they're going to win?
I know, right?
Do they go into this thinking, I've got an airtight case?
What?
They got me
should
addicted.
warn me that it's so good.
Like,
So yeah.
to me, if I was like a big publisher, I would make stories like this about myself, like, because you hear this story and you're like, oh, Fallout 4 is that addictive, eh? I reckon this is so ridiculous, it has to be the pub. Like,
The 20.
because bear in mind, Russia has like no rules on this stuff.
Yeah.
Like, Russia's the lawless land. I reckon this is Bethesda.
It's just so funny to read. The 28-year-old man from Krasnogorsk or something found out about the game in an advert and subsequently downloaded it onto his computer. That was when his problems began in earnest. He only intended to play the game for a couple of evenings, but instead became so addicted that the next 3 weeks flew by. That's quote from thing. A quote from him: "If I knew that this game could have become so addictive, I would have become a lot more wary of it. I would never have bought it, or I would have left it until I was on holiday or until the New Year's holiday."
That's so ridiculous. It's the sort of thing where it's like that. What he's advocating for is saying the box should have a big sticker saying this game is addictive.
Yeah.
Do not play if you have a wife. You might leave her. And actually, did you leave your wife over Fallout 4?
No, she's still here.
Or soon to be wife.
Fiance.
Fiance. That's the one. See, and did you get close though, or was she playing it too much too?
She was playing a lot as well. Yeah.
Okay. Do you reckon if you had a normal wife, she'd have been like, you haven't listened to me for 3 days?
Probably. This ends. The ending sentence of this says, surprisingly, the judge sided with the plaintiff and ordered NC Soft of South Korea to pay Smallwood's legal fees, which he had accumulated over the 6-month period after filing his lawsuit. He won.
So he won, and they paid his legal fees.
Yeah.
So he actually got money from the developers.
Yeah.
So there is a precedent now that the game is too addicting, and if you ruin your life, they are responsible.
But the only reason why I think they accepted it, because although 500,000, 500,000 rubles he sued them for, that's $7,000. I don't think the company's going to miss it that much.
That's true. I mean, 7,000 is still a lot. I mean, you can buy a lot of
not to a game company that made millions off this game alone.
I think the bigger problem though is you set the precedent. I don't entirely know the legal system like around the world, but if something happens once, it proves. Yeah. And now they're going to get a bunch more of these because that's a big news story.
Yeah.
So okay, that's pretty cool.
My last story. Have you ever heard? You might have. Have you ever heard of something called ASMR?
I have heard of something called ASMR, and I do not understand it. I've tried I want to believe.
So for anybody
But,
that doesn't know what ASMR is, I'm not going to call it a condition. Well, it's
I know the acronym if you want
go
me
on.
to say it. It's autonomous sensory something response.
Okay.
It's like.
But basically, what it is your body and mind likes and dislikes certain things, sometimes without you even really knowing. Now, I do have some of these traits, and some of mine are really, really weird. But it's things like whispering. If you whisper,
You like it when I whisper a little bit.
and you'll know if it works or not because it'll give a tingly feeling in your back. That's like the #1 giveaway. You get that, ooh, tingly, and it makes you feel all nice. So maybe we should do the rest of the podcast in a whisper.
Yeah, let's do that. I really like whispers.
See, for me, with headphones on, headphones works a lot better. Although you're not tingling me, there is a
I'm not tingling
slight hint of.
Do you prefer it? Is there a part of you that wants me to do this?
There is a part that sort of, I think prefer is probably the better word for it. Now, if you guys are wearing headphones while listening to this, you might have had a similar thing. If you're not wearing headphones, it's just coming through the speakers. There's a tiny chance it'll happen. It'll be a lot less. But the funny thing is ASMR is becoming bigger and bigger online and on YouTube. And there are now videos specific to try and set off ASMR. There are weird things like running your fingers down paper and making that noise. Sometimes you don't even have to hear it. You just have to see it. And if you see fingers dragging, you can hear. Your brain automatically fills it and it makes it feel very nice. So these videos have been around for a few years now on YouTube. But what's interesting
is it ASMR Let's Plays?
It's ASMR Let's Plays. ASMR Let's Plays. Where, for example, the video that I've got here is an ASMR Let's Play of Skyrim where he whispers the whole way through. So he's playing Skyrim and he's got his battle axe in one hand and he's healing in the other. And he's just going, okay, let's make our way to Route 1.
Okay, you know what? I've decided. I think that's actually a good idea.
I listened to the first. I'm literally stopped on 7 seconds. I listened to the first 7 seconds, and I was like, "Wow, that is actually really nice through headphones."
You hit subscribe after a while.
It's
You're like,
actually
"Ooh, that's
really nice.
Because the problem with watching a brand new Let's Play and so on is it's always annoying, right? Getting used to someone's voice, but whispers are nice. Like, no one has a bad whisper. No one has a, annoying whisper. That might be both a brilliant way to get the ASMR crowd, gaming crowd.
Yeah. The way that
might be the best
this
idea.
article on digitaltrends.com has said it is, are you too stressed to watch Let's Players, loud Let's Players? Hey, guys! And all this hyperactiveness. Sometimes when you're too stressed and you just want to chill out, it is nice to sit back and have something a little bit quiet. Like how when you're stressed out, you listen to calming music. You don't go and listen to Eminem. If you're just a little bit stressed and you just want to chill out, you listen to the trance music and the sort of summer tunes and you chill out that way. It's really good.
I listen to video game music personally.
You listen to what?
Video game music. Get some Emerald Hill in there. Like that. Yeah.
But it's very good, So obviously PewDiePie does not fall under ASMR. I think.
Oh wait! Really? Jeez,
No.
you're blowing my mind.
Yeah, I
there.
know. But do you have anything that sets that off?
So I haven't tried with enough ASMR stuff because just the concept is bizarre to me, and I feel like I don't necessarily need it. But I will say I get it. Like when I hear whispers, I don't hate them. I'm like, oh yeah, this is. It's more calm on the ears, and I think it's a cool enough thing.
I don't think
I think it's still weird. It's socially seen as off, right?
Yeah, and there are people that actually sort of need or almost addicted to it, and they prefer it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? I don't need it or anything like that, but in fact, I found out I think it's probably my only one, apart from my head being scratched. I like my head being scratched, but I don't think anybody doesn't like their head being scratched.
Yeah,
it's
nice.
a nice feeling, especially when someone else does it. Just scratching your head, it's nice. But it was when I was about 16 years old and I was working in the pawnbrokers. And a piece...
You should clarify.
Yeah, pawnbrokers buy stuff, sell stuff.
I think that's a UK thing, right?
No,
I could be
pawn
wrong.
shops in America.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
my bad then.
pawn brokers. Yeah. A jewelry piece of jewelry came in, a ring, and I was 16 at the time. This is an embarrassing story. It's gonna make you smile, and I'm never gonna live it down by anybody. But to this day, it still works. So he had the ring in his hand, and you know when jewelers look at rings, they have a little eyepiece with a magnifying glass in it. Yeah, it's like a little tiny magnifying. He put it over his eye and looked at the ring. And I just went tingly as watching him. Like, it was nuts. Like, I was just there. I was 16. It was my boss. To this day, he doesn't know. To this day, he has absolutely no idea. But
Did you buy the eyeglass?
no. But he just looked through it.
No.
There's no sound. There's nothing. He's not even moving. He's just looking at it and just turning the rings. But it's when anybody, I think it's for me, when anybody looks through a magnifying glass, it just makes my body tingle nuts. And he doesn't, hardly anybody knows about that, but he's never known about it. And for the whole rest of the time that I was working there, whenever a guy or a woman or a customer came in with a piece of jewelry with a stone in it that he would need to check, I used to go up to where he was in the shop just to watch him. Just so
Like, you'd run away from your job post, just be like, yeah.
Just like, oh, I gotta watch. And I'll just say, like...
So do you get, like, a smaller version of that one? Someone wears, like, glasses, and you're like, ooh.
Look,
You're seeing everything a little bit closer.
So much like my mouse with that.
Yeah, I know. These glasses, these are awful glasses. I hate them.
Wow.
But, yeah.
That was so nuts. You just put them on, and all I could see was... what's the big film that he's in? I've never seen them.
Shrek?
No.
Oh. Wait. We can. The internet's here. We can find this out. So what type of movie is it?
It's a comedy. What's that?
It's a comedy.
Austin Powers.
Wayne's World.
My fiance
Austin
just Powers.
Powers.
Yeah, you look.
Wait, is he Austin Powers?
Yeah.
No way, he's Austin Powers. Am I Austin Powers?
You look. Put those glasses on. Go on to Google Images and find. It's like he's wearing a blue shirt with the glasses on.
Okay.
Google Images.
Clarify, I can't see with the glasses on because I've got contacts in. Okay, so Austin Powers, and then
It's like he's doing a funny face with glasses on and a blue striped shirt on.
So let me try and get this face first.
Yeah. That's it. Yeah.
Wait, let me get this. I'll show the stream just in case they're like. There you go. So, hide OBS. Here you can see this man. Apparently, he looks like me. Honestly, I think the hair's too different. I think
you could
I
do
can
your
vaguely
hair like
see
that, though.
I could. Wait, how about next show I do the Austin Powers show? Yeah, we get Austin Powers, I guess. Okay, sounds good. So let's move on to. Wait, was that your third little bit? Or was that...
There's my three.
So I believe there was one other bit of news, and it was following on from something that we've been slowly covering on this because I think they might be putting it out cleverly as like a procedural story. But there has been another update to the backwards compatibility program for the Xbox One. And they added, I think it was another 12 games, but to me, the gesture is almost as important as the games themselves. But the games they put out, to me, I think it's really cool because they put out loads of 360 games of gold onto the Xbox One. So, Doritos Crash Course, which is, it's a game no one would have bought if it cost money, right? Yeah. But as a free game, it's so good. And I don't understand how that works, but they added Deus Ex Human Revolution, Fable 3, and the list I cannot find right now. But
I've got the list.
It's out there, I'm sure.
I can send you the list.
Please do. I sent you the list.
You sent me the list, and I didn't close it. How good am I?
Very.
Braid, Halo Reach, Hydro Thunder, Iron Brigade.
Oh jeez.
I think they've spelt Kane and Lynch wrong. Kane and Lynch, was that with a CH or an XH? I'm sure Lynch was LYNCH too. Hold on.
Lynch. Sorry, one sec.
Have a look.
Okay, finally.
Yeah, there's a typo on there.
Okay, so yeah, Kane and Lynch.
They hit X and C are right next to each other on the keyboard. I looked at that and I was like, I think I know what game they're talking about.
Yeah, this is pretty bad. We should get someone at GameSpot fired.
Yeah.
Get someone at GameSpot fired. As someone who used to do this stuff, I used to make spelling mistakes a lot, and no one would have. People usually don't notice them because you just kind of correct in your head a lot of the time. But this is pretty damning.
Only
Isn't it?
thing that I have, I like backwards compatibility. I have no problem with them adding backwards compatibility games, and it's extremely nice that they're concentrating mostly on 360 games because one, it's sort of maybe making people that don't have an Xbox One get an Xbox One because they know that they can play a lot of their current games on the Xbox One. They won't have to buy a load of new games to be able to actually get use of it. But a lot of these games, nobody really cares about that much. At least like Peggle. Although, yeah, Peggle's a big game. Everybody who's played Peggle probably does like it. It's not really.
Halo Reach, though.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people say Halo 4 ruined the series. Halo Reach.
Yeah, like don't know about Fable 3, Halo Reach, things like that. But Portal as well. I do like Portal. Portal's always good to have on every console if possible. But Zuma's Revenge, Explosion Man, Splunky, Peggle, Miss Pac-Man, nobody really cares that much about those games. I don't go through my friends list and see those people playing those games that often, if at all.
See, now, I really do. Okay, so for me, at the very least, there are 5 games on this list that I own and I'm going to be playing on the Xbox One. Like, I don't know how often, maybe just like once to get the nostalgia, but I'm on an entirely different side here. They have introduced some of these games, like Braid. You don't play Braid more than once. Portal's still alive. I mean, it's nice to have, but I think
once
Portal 2
you've played it once, that's it.
Yeah. Peggle, there's a Peggle 2. The games that have sequels are maybe a little bit pointless, but Hydro Thunder is a cool game. I'm very pleased that they decided to do that. Like Fable 3, I've been meaning to get around to it. We had a little conversation for the show. I want to play Fable 3. It was free for a long time, and now it's just wait. Let me just check. Yep, it's here in my library on the Xbox One, and I think that's cool. I like I like that pretty much. So I think the bigger kind of story is the fact that they keep on adding more games, whereas I think a lot of people predicted there'd be like the 100 games at first, and then they'd stop. But they might keep going till they have the majority.
I hope so. I hope so.
I just wish Microsoft are doing all the right moves in the wrong time. You know, like removing the Kinect as a forced purchase a year in, all the benefits. I mean, none of the benefits, all of the downsides. Doing this 2 years in, everyone who's switched from 360 to PS4 probably has already done so.
Yeah.
Like, you might lure them back to own both, but I just...
Yeah, exactly. I agree.
So many smart decisions, but they're doing it after they've been ruined by not doing it. And it's cool for me. I'm going to download Hydro Thunder as we start
nearly
speaking.
made it through a whole podcast without poo-pooing a company.
Darn it.
Nearly. I was going to say, wow, we've got through a podcast without adding anybody to our hate list.
They're not on my hate list. They're on my...
But now I've done that as well.
They're like a puppy that clawed up my shoes. It's just like, you don't... Look, I'm going to kick you out now, and it's not good for either of us. You're going to give me sad eyes.
We can bring this back. You tell Microsoft right now, look straight into your camera and say, I want this game to be the next one on Xbox One backwards compatibility. Any game that's on 360 that you want on Xbox One.
But for me, the number one game that they're never going to do is Minecraft Xbox 360.
Yeah, they won't
because
be
I
doing that.
hate... I know, well, maybe...
Yeah,
okay,
they won't
wait.
be doing that.
Also, I just saw someone go behind camera. They will though, because they might. Think about it. Minecraft Xbox 360 is always like in the top 5 games played in the 360, right? So if you get it on the One, then you'll be able to play with your 360 friends without having to load up your 360. And that's what they want you to do. They want you to not turn on your 360 so that your friends migrate over. It's a chance.
No.
I think more likely they'd go for number 1 first, which is like Black Ops. No wait, it'd be like, I don't know, Advanced Warfare or like, Ghost or something. But I think it's in the realms. But okay, more realistically, number 1 game I like from the 360 to the One, Call of Duty 4.
I would so agree. It was like right there. I was like, I don't care what he's going to say, really. I'm going to say mine, and mine's going to be better. And then you're going to say that?
Yep. I think that's the correct answer. It's the one everyone wants. But I think this is... okay, I'm going to call this now, and if this comes out, everyone has to... I don't know, say, Toycat, you're right about this. I reckon the 2016 Call of Duty game will be a Modern Warfare HD collection. I think they'll take them all, put them on next gen.
We've
because
wanted that for
they've
years.
We have,
and they have redone a lot of the maps of that game on previous games as well.
And despite them being the most popular games on Xbox Live, they put Reach, they put all the other games on there, they have not put a single one onto the Xbox One yet, and the PlayStation is the same, but obviously, and I think that's a very deliberate decision. I think
we've wanted that for so long. I just want Call of Duty 4, but with a correct hitbox, because the hitbox was terrible. It was good at the time, but when you go back and play Call of Duty 4 now, it is horrendous.
Like, multiplayer games were in their infancy when that game came out. Like, I don't even blame it. Like, I really do think they're going to take the free games, they're going to make, kind of like they did with the Halo collection. They're going to make it like you can play all three, or you can just play one, and they'll have like a cool game that year. And because it's nostalgia, they will probably sell a bunch of units.
Oh, if it's got Call of Duty 4 in it, it will sell twice as well.
I'd argue Modern Warfare 2 is just
twice as well as Black Ops 3 that just came out. That's how confident I am. It will sell twice as many copies if they re-release Call of Duty 4 on Xbox or on the new consoles.
I think there's just as many people that like Modern Warfare 2 just as much, or Modern Warfare 3 though. Like, I think
many more people like Call of Duty 4 better than any other Call of Duty ever made. I guarantee.
I think yeah, but I think Modern Warfare 2 is close, very, very close.
No,
because
not
that
for
game,
me at least. Not for me at least.
Yeah, but okay, so everyone likes their first game the most, right? Modern Warfare 2 was most people's first game.
It was the first Call of Duty though.
Yeah, but
and then Call of Duty 3 I done a lot of because that was so awesome driving around in vehicles.
I played Call of Duty 3 recently. It is not good.
Really?
No one can ever say that game is good.
It was brilliant.
I'm sorry, sir. You are wrong.
No. Split screen.
Everything about that game is
clunky. We had 3 people on split screen on the same console online, which is rare today to be able to do. You used to get into a Jeep, you used to have one person driving, one person in the passengers, and one person on the gun in the same car on the same screen. You used to kill everything.
But that's like that in a Call of Duty game. That's terrible. You don't want to be a squad of people, because then the guy comes along with his rocket launcher and then you're all dead.
But it was the fun factor. Anyway,
I've turned you into chroma key right now, so if you want to explore the space around you.
What am I? Am I invisible?
Your background is invisible.
Oh, but just my background.
So you could reach the Pirate Podcast logo, or you can't, because that's not how it works, but your hand will disappear at some point. Oh no, where's it going? Your finger! It's gone missing! And now your hand's falling into the black.
Can I do something like this? Like,
the problem is there's actually background where your hand is right now. Because your green screen doesn't. Okay, there we go. Oh.
Come here.
Wait. I can make it look like it's my hand.
Yeah.
Okay,
Tell me when to come in.
Okay, now that. Yeah, there we go.
Oh, that's the spot. Okay.
You like it when I scratch your head? You like?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's good. Anyway, so before we end the show, do you have anything else?
No, I think that's about it. Nintendo something.
Nintendo something.
Just because you got to mention Nintendo and. Oh yeah, we did mention Nintendo earlier on with the Wii U, didn't we? Yeah, Nintendo looks like they're going to be in every single podcast, for good or bad, but mostly bad.
Mostly bad. Well, okay, I think the NX is coming very, very soon. That's my new theory, but I don't have anything to back it up, so I'm not going to talk too much about it. But I'll put that on my list of predictions: Call of Duty HD Collection 2016, NX 2018.
Okay.
Or 2017.
We shall keep you to that.
Okay. Oh, I had a would you rather question I found earlier, and I was stumped. Oh,
I got a
you
search.
don't have one. I was stumped for a little bit on this one, and I was like, I don't know how patriotic you are, and that's why I'm going to ask you it. So, would you rather kill 100 people from your country, the UK, England? You can pick. They're technically both your country, or 101 people from a randomly selected country.
Either 100 people from mine, or one more person from a different country.
Yeah, so it's technically the correct decision to do 100 from your own, but a lot of people
because a lot of people don't want to kill people anyway. So the smaller number would be.
And also, as a quick caveat, They wouldn't be people that you know directly, so you don't have a chance of killing your girlfriend.
Okay, so it's people that I don't really care about.
Yeah, like it. See, it's a big moral question, right? It's
Well,
one.
there's
It's a big
pros,
twist
there's
all
pros
the
and
way.
cons to each one. I don't think that I'm thinking about the pros and cons that most other people would, because most other people are going, well, I don't really want to kill anybody, but if I kill less people, the pros and cons that I'm thinking about, I'm thinking pro, if I kill 100 people from my country, and if they're close to my area, it means I'll have to wait less time on the road because there'll be less drivers on the road, or there'll be less people in my local supermarket. You know what I mean? I'm thinking I've got to keep it low, like, because 100 people in the United Kingdom isn't going to really affect me at all anyway.
It's not,
and it's not going to affect me from any other country. So either way, I'm just thinking, like, if I was going to go abroad to like Spain, would I want to kill those 101 people in that hotel so the hotel is a lot more empty for me? Is this not how the question?
You're a bad person.
This is not how the
You're a
question
bad
should go.
person. I don't know if this is. I don't know if this is. Okay, I'm going to ask you the classic version of this question then. And I'm gonna try and make you feel some feels.
Remorse.
Okay, so this is it's a psychological experiment. You're meant to ask people. There's a train rolling down a track. I'm worried I've done this before, but it's coming to a junction, and you can switch the junction, right? Right now, it's set to go down a junction and kill 5 people. You can flip the switch, and it'll go down another junction and kill 1 person. You don't know any of the 6 people. Do you run and flip the switch?
Who's on the one person?
Sorry, what?
Who's on the one person side?
Just so they're one random person, 5 random people. It's currently going towards 5 random people, but you can flip a switch and make it only kill 1.
What? Kill 1?
But do you not worry you'll feel guilt because you did that? You killed a man basically. Because that's the big part of the experiment.
I would have killed 5 men.
But you wouldn't have killed them. You would have let them die. No, you don't.
No,
you're not feeling the.
No, because if you've got the choice to save 4 people, that's basically what you've done. Well, you've saved 5 people, but at the loss of someone else.
You also indirectly committed murder, though.
Yeah, I don't think
you killed a man who was not going to die.
Done for though, would you?
I wonder if you would actually.
No.
I mean, they'd look at the situation and they'd let you off, but I mean,
yeah.
If you couldn't prove it, if you untied the people afterwards and they didn't testify, then it looked like you just killed a man, wouldn't it? Yeah. Wait, what if that's part of the story?
They run off afterwards. They were never tied down.
You can't guarantee.
They were dummies. They just looked like people. And the train was either going to go over 5 dummies or 1 real person.
Okay, what about this way? There's 1 person on one side and 1 evil man on the other side. You're told he's evil. You don't know anything about that. Do you flip the switch to the man that you're told is evil?
Yes.
Just because someone told you? I told you right now. Like, we're both on a train track thing. We can see the trains. Like, that's a problem. That man's evil, Zona. You're going to go, yes. Is that enough for you?
Yeah. Gives me a reason not to put the blame on me. He told me he was evil.
I don't know if that's a defense in a court of law, but
but it works for your own mind, doesn't it? Because either way, you're going to be messed up. But if you have the excuse in your own mind that I done the right thing because he said that he was evil, I had a split second to make a decision. He said that he was evil.
Yeah, I mean, worst case scenario, you're killing just another innocent. Yeah.
And if he lives near me, it's another person that's not on the road. On the subject of drivers, my would you rather question: would you rather get rid of all bad drivers or never have to wait in line at supermarkets and restaurants?
This is so easy for me because I don't drive.
Yeah, but you take the bus though. Don't you get annoyed with people pulling out in front of buses and overtaking buses and?
Nope. When I'm on a bus,
I'm going to change the question.
I'm
going to modify the question then. Would you rather not have to wait in line at any stores or restaurants, or when you're on the bus takes you to where you want to go before it does any other stops?
So I'm either picking no lines at any restaurants or supermarkets, or buses are basically taxis. Yeah. Oh, that is there. There you go. That's a tricky
So
one.
the bus
So
has
I
its
think
normal route, and it'll pick you up on time as normal. But then, as soon as you get on it and you want to go to the cinema, it will just drive you to the cinema, and then we'll carry on.
does it have to be one of its normal stops, or
Nope.
can I get on the regular?
Anywhere.
So I could get on my local bus and get it to drive me to your
Yep.
house or to Germany.
Yep.
Okay, it's got to be that one, only because I hate lines with an extreme passion. Like, if I see there is, like, 4 people somewhere, I might be like, you know, I don't need to eat. That's fine. Whatever. Like, but you have the choice there. But when you're on a bus that is just driving you insane and taking an hour to do, like, a 20-minute journey, yeah, I think magic bus drivers.
Bus drivers.
It's like a taxi.
You got to remember that, like, driving to Germany, you're not going to be able to get that for a £2.50 ticket return.
So we assume, like, well, I mean, it's still going to be cheaper than any other transport method, I assume. Like, make up a price for Germany, and I'll make that make up a price to your house. So, like, 100 miles, let's say. How much is the bus going to charge me?
50 quid.
I'd do it.
I'd do it.
Yeah, it's like it's all the benefits of like driving.
Especially if you get one of those really luxury ones that have a toilet in the coach as well.
Oh, those toilets are not luxury.
Yeah, but
let me tell you that now.
Do it. And a coffee machine. I don't drink coffee, but I want a coke with a coffee machine in it.
I don't want to endorse this behaviour anywhere, but if you're on an empty bus and you've just drunken a bottle of Cokes, let's say, you wouldn't. I mean, if there was no one else around and the bus driver is busy driving, there is ways you can solve both these problems. That's
if you've
all I'm
got that
saying.
empty
That's
bottle
all
of
I'm saying.
Coke.
Yeah. You could make something happen. You could. Would not recommend it. I mean, but I'm just saying someone that I know quite personally might have done that once before. Like, I mean, that's just.
You know why bus seats have such a crazy pattern on them?
This is going to be a dad joke.
It's because they never clean the seats, so and because of the crazy pattern, you can never tell how dirty it is. That's the true reason why all bus seats have a crazy multicolored pattern on them.
They do.
They don't clean them. They don't have time to clean them.
I think they must clean them when they get bad. Like, let's say someone throws up on a bus.
Next time that you go on a bus, bang the seat. You will be disgusted at what it's like. You will see so much dust come out, like lifting up an old carpet. Guarantee you, I've done it myself. That's the reason.
I don't take many regular buses. I mostly take, like, I guess they're called coaches. Mm-hmm. So I don't know if that still applies, but yeah, buses are pretty terrible.
They don't have time to clean them. They come back. Yes, they will hoover them every now and again. But they don't go around and valet the bus. They don't go around and clean the floor. That's why when you get into a bus, there's always chewing gum all underneath all the seats and all on the windows. And at least in my area, like, you get onto a bus and you won't find a single window that doesn't have like some gang logo inscribed into the glass with a penknife. Do you know what I mean? Like, every window.
I think some areas are worse than others. I think you must have a particularly bad area for buses. I think the annoying paradoxical thing about that is because you have such terrible buses in your areas, no one wants to take the bus besides people that make the bus terrible.
That is all it is.
Worse and worse. It's terrible. It's terrible. Anyway, that's enough bus talk, because I know in America, like, buses just, unless you're in a big city, it's like not a thing, because, like, who wants to take the bus? So lots of our listeners are like, yeah, buses. And then I took one once when I was in New York. But that is enough rambling about buses. I hope you all have enjoyed the podcast so far. My words are just not coming out properly. There's a thumbs up button unless you're on iTunes, in which case, is there anything people can do on iTunes?
I don't know.
Rate it 5 stars.
Oh yeah, you can rate. Yeah.
And if we get enough ratings, it puts us somewhere good.
It puts us higher up.
I know that's a fact. So even if you listen on YouTube, check out iTunes, which, by the way, we should have said at the start.
Yeah, we're on iTunes.
We're on iTunes, by the way. Only the dedicated listeners get to know now. We're on iTunes. If you check out the link down below, you'll be able to, assuming there's a link there, you'll be able to go check out the podcast. You can subscribe, and I don't know enough about iTunes. Do you?
I don't know too much about it. I know you can subscribe to the podcast, and whenever a new one comes out onto iTunes, it'll automatically update it on there. And it's a really cool color scheme with the green and black. I saw the picture.
Oh yeah. I saw. I looked at the web version. It looked awful. But then I saw someone's screenshot, and I was like, "Ooh,
Wow.
yeah,
Yeah,
this is
it
good."
looked totally awesome.
So yeah, please do give us a 5-star. We're probably not allowed to say that. Please give us an honest rating.
I don't know the terms and conditions of it. You can see,
I know no one ever says rate 5 stars.
but on YouTube,
I listen to a lot of
you
podcasts.
say please like the video.
Yeah, but that's. I mean, I know on YouTube you can say like video, but I'm pretty sure there's something against saying. Like, on apps can't ever tell you to rate 5, and maybe it's a psychological thing. So if you tell me to rate 5, someone's gonna be like, no.
Oh, yeah.
But whatever that is. Anyway, thank you all very much for watching. And we'll see you all.
The iTunes people have no idea.
Oh, they
can't see this. You do know that.
Yeah, there's no way for me to subtly do it.
Do it to her. How'd you sank?
Red sank stars,
Red sank stars.
And goodbye.
Bye.
Wait. Oh wait, we can play the intro again for the end.
Okay.